Hey YouTube, just enjoying a late supper. Just at one point was a loaf of bread about that big. I didn't eat that all in one sitting though. I just, you know, ate a little and took a break. I'll be right back. Put this back in the fridge. This is what really concerns me is that people in our nation are already trying to blame Grand Theft Auto 5 the Navy shooting when it didn't even come out, when it came out after the incident happened. Some guy in London got stabbed over a copy of it. I mean, hell, the graphics do look pretty sharp. I mean, I saw some gameplay on YouTube, and it looks like a pretty awesome game, but it certainly isn't worth someone's life. That's the last of my soda stream soda. Wasn't much combination to it either, but whatever. This is what, I actually own Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It's quite fun to play. My favorite thing to do is to take the hearse and make it fly around with NOS and just, have fun like that. Favorite gun in San Andreas would have to be the side-by-side. Saw it out, that's a pretty wicked gun. But the thing with games like that is you're allowed to do shit you can't normally do in real life. So there becomes that, distinguishable reality factor. And the more realistic you look, you know what I'm saying, the more and more. And that's supposed to create a realistic effect for the gamer, which makes the game more believable, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm sick and tired of people blaming video games for, the shootings in our country. Like, really? Oh, I know, because Grand Theft Auto 5 can get off the shelf with a gun and kill people. Wow. Last time I checked, the video game case doesn't have hands or brain or heart or anything like that, or the capability of holding up a gun and actually shooting somebody with it. Blaming the video games for your shootings is like blaming the outlet for your dumbass sticking a fork in it and getting electrocuted. Just saying. Now, when you look at President Obama trying to get guns banned, it's his job to protect our nation. So, he's got 10,000 things on his mind, and the last thing he wants to hear is, "Oh, great, I'm shooting my country. What the hell am I supposed to do now?" It's kind of like when, if you get your kid a BB gun, you accidentally shoot his neighbor's dog's eye out, and accident or not, you gotta take it away. You gotta teach him right from wrong, that you can't just do that. You gotta be more safe with your guns. And then a kid throws a fit and says, "Ah!" It's the same thing with adults in this country and their love for guns. And don't get me wrong, I support the right to bear arms, and I believe in the sport of shooting, going out and, blowing up some watermelons or whatever, you know what I'm saying? When I think of responsible gun owners, I think of Hickok 45, for instance, just as an example of many responsible gun owners. And the thing of it is, YouTube, is our society has the ability to be a bit smarter. It's just sometimes they don't always choose the smartest route. I'm not saying that to say I'm smarter than society. I'm just saying that, we're already starting to see the pattern. Grand Theft Auto 5 hasn't been out for like, what, 6 or 7 days, and people are already blaming it, and it's already causing all this havoc and shit. And it's like, okay, it's a video game. It's not the greatest thing in the world. I will acknowledge for the fact of the graphics, and this is probably the most advanced Grand Theft Auto yet. However, my concerns would be like, okay, so your kid's like 10 or 11 years old, and he's got a PS3, and he says he wants to get Grand Theft Auto 5. As a parent, you want to go, let him have it, or you're going to sit there and, buy his bullshit of, all my friends have it. Well, good, you can play at their house then. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. I mean, if my kid, God forbid if I repopulated, but if my kid wanted a game like that and they weren't old enough to handle it, I'd just tell them flat out, Okay, why do you want it? And then, it's because you want to kill people in the game, isn't it? Well, no, it's not that. It's just because you can wreck cars. That's okay, I understand. But the thing of it is, it stays in the video game. Okay, Daddy. Think of it as a mental punching bag, if you will. Like punching your pillow. What's wrong with that? Yeah, well, we live in a violent society. What can I say? And the thing of it is, YouTube, is that if you've seen the movie The Purge, great movie as far as its genre goes, but there's almost a realistic truth to that, and that is if we get our shit together, eventually the government's just going to say, you know what, we can't ban guns because the bad guys just get guns, and more guns will get sold illegally, and we can't convince these people that, no, so fuck it, we'll let them just one day of it, And if that does happen, you're the one to blame but yourselves. For those of you who think of it as you can bitch about guns being, the killing machine. It's just, I don't think guns are the problem either. I think it's just people in general. They're not being smart with their guns, and that's their fault. It's like, okay, so you're screwing in something with a screwdriver, and it slips, and shit, you stab yourself in the hand with it. Shit sucks, but the thing of it is, you weren't being careful with it, so that scar is only going to be your own damn fault. So you're getting stitches or whatever, they're pulling it out, and you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And apparently ICP is being sued for quote-unquote sexual harassment. Well, shit. Apparently one incident, this relates to the gun thing, apparently one incident, they asked the person that's suing for sexual harassment to get Tommy guns for their music video illegally, and she's like, no, I won't do it, da-da-da-da. And after that, they realized she's fired her. I mean, here's the thing. If y'all want guns for your music videos, they have these things called prop replicas. They fire blanks. You know what I'm saying? You go into a studio for editing, like a program for your computer, you can edit in a gun flash and gun sound effects if you want. That'd be a lot safer than getting the real thing. And it's still convincingly, it's acting in a sense. I think that'd be a lot smarter than actually getting a real gun. But the thing with bands like ICP, and I say this out of, kidding aside, not wanting to get my ass shot by a juggalo by any means, you know what I'm saying? But the band like that, they're all about being violent, and Shaggy 2 Dope and Silent J, and shit like that. And the thing that gets me though is that the Eminem fans and the ICP bands, if they're still fighting, why the fuck y'all still fighting? I think the beef's childish and stupid, and personally, I'm a fan of both rappers and rap groups or whatever. So, yeah. Chicka 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 chicka. Silent J. You kind of just parody them both together. And, that might piss off some juggalos who watch this or some Eminem fans, but whatever, dude. It's beside the point. It's my YouTube. I have the right to express myself. You have the right to express yourself. Now, if I like your comment, just tweet it. Plain and simple. Yep. Getting off topic, though. Especially living in a state that's very pro-gun. In fact, they recently passed a conceal law here that says you can carry a concealed weapon without a license. Now, some people argue that say, well, you shouldn't give everyone a gun. The thing of it is, everyone's got a gun. No one's going to try anything because they're getting killed. But at the same time, you don't want to be giving your kid a gun because you saw what happens with the shit like that. In the news. I saw a thing in the news where this kid brought a gun to school because his mom gave him one because she didn't feel safe with all the shootings in our country. Nice. You went and told the teacher told on him. And, yeah, just nice. Real fucking nice. Well, for one thing, shit like this that everyone just seems to latch onto because our society is obsessed with drama, it makes guns and gun owners look bad. At the same time, there's a price to pay, for having a firearm. Responsibility for one thing, so. And it's a price worth paying if you ask me. But guns for protection has become their own destruction, right? I mean, hell, I saw a Stoker side by side 12 gauge blue finish, you know, just short barrels on it, just gorgeous, gorgeous shotgun. Wouldn't mind having one of those. But that's just the thing I probably have when I get my dream house. And I plan on building my dream house out in the middle of the woods, get like a target range set up, you know what I'm saying? That way I can enjoy the fun of shooting guns without, any repercussion or harm. The thing of it is, I can get like, those metal targets set up that you see on YouTube and shit. I think it'd be kind of cool. And as far as, thing of it is too, if I got kids, you know what I'm saying, if I do end up having kids, keeping the guns locked up where I know they won't get to them, and making sure they don't, because we've seen stories like that in the news where, fuck dude, I saw this news article just made me sick because I knew it was going to stir up the same shit. Every time this happens in our fucking country, every time a shooting in our country happens, it's always the same suspects. And quite frankly, I'm getting fed up with it. I'm getting fed up with it. I'm getting tired of hearing people blame the usual suspects, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the people who are just so, well, we should blame the guns. Yeah, but you're no different than blaming the video games. See, the thing of it is, and it's an argument no one's going to fucking win. The fact of the matter is, people are killing people, and it's just not right. So, yeah. But say it's self-defense, is that still murder? That's another thing people get into. Well, yeah, technically, okay, whatever. Whatever. Well, anyway, this is KingCobraJFS with another video, and I guess I'll see y'all later.